Students, today we are going to start our new chapter, that is the lesson number 9, and the name of the chapter is a cloud computing. Basically, cloud is something that is present at a remote location. Cloud can provide services over the internet either on the public networks or either with the help of a private networks. So cloud refers to a network or a internet. In other words, we can say that cloud is something which is present at a remote location. So, clouds can provide various types of services like LAN, WAN, VPN, etc. So, cloud computing refers to a manipulating, accessing the applications online. It offers online data storage, infrastructure, and an application. So, cloud computing, in short, it is a combination of a software and a hardware which is based computing resources, and it can delivered as a network services. So there are some introduction part which is related with the cloud computing is that cloud computing provides us a mean by which we can access the applications as utilities over the internet. It also helps to create customize applications online. So with the help of a cloud computing, users can access database resources with the help of a internet from anywhere for as long as they need without worrying about the maintenance and the management of a actual resources. So this is the basic definition of a cloud computing, and the cloud computing is made up of two words, cloud and a computing. Here cloud means internet and computing means on the internet. So in short, cloud computing refers to manipulating, accessing the applications online. It also offers online data storage, infrastructure, and applications. So there are various advantages of cloud computing like lower computer cost, improved performance, device independence, unlimited storage capacity, accessibility, cost saving, latest version, etc. Besides this, there are also various disadvantages of cloud computing like security, technical issues, limited control, it can be slow, its features might be limited at some time, stored data can be lost. So there are various advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. Now the question arises that what are the characteristics of cloud computing? Basically, it consists of three characteristics. First one is the on demand self-service, broad network access, and resource pooling. So there are different types of cloud computing includes like private cloud, community cloud, public cloud, and a hybrid cloud. So now let's discuss these types of cloud computing one by one. So our first type is the private cloud. Basically, a private cloud is owned and used by a single organization over a private network. This is the meaning of a private cloud. Second one is the community cloud. The community cloud is a group of users and a group of consumers from different organizations who share their policies, securities with one another. Third type is the public cloud. A public cloud is open for use by the general public. It has no boundaries and the cloud infrastructure can be used by anyone, anywhere over the internet. Last type is the hybrid cloud. It is a combination of both private and a public cloud. It can provide a variety of benefits of multiple users. So these are the various types of a cloud computing. So our next question arises that what is the meaning of a OneDrive? Basically, OneDrive is a free online storage facility that was offered by Microsoft. As the name suggests, you can use this drive as your own personal hard drive where you can store all your photos, files, videos, documents, etc. So this is the basic definition of a OneDrive. So now the question arises that how we can access the OneDrive. So firstly, to create and work with files on the OneDrive for business, firstly you have to need to sign in with the Office 365. After assigning, you have to fill your email ID and your password. After writing all this information, you should click on the sign in button. After clicking on the sign in button, now this type of page occurs. So with the help of this page, you can share your files, photos, documents. Like here, I can share the files with the different type of people. So I can click on the file button. So students, next one is the Picasa. That what is the meaning of a Picasa? Basically, Picasa is a software application that helps to organize, edit and share all the pictures imported to your PC. The basically Picasa is a blend of named Spanish painter Pablo Picasso, and it was launched in the year 2004 in the July. So Picasa is a free program from Google that is used to edit, share your digital photographs online. So there are some features of a Picasa. Basically, Picasa provides a variety of special effects that can be applied to your photos. It can help to create and share your photos, import your photos, organize your photos and edit your photos. Now let's take an example. Like if I want to import my picture, now we can import photos into Picasa from the any source, like from the file, from the photos, including camera, CDs, memory cards, etc. Second one is the organize picture. We can combine photos from multiple folders into a single album. It means that we can organize our pictures. Next one is it to make a photo effect. With the help of a Picasa app, we can use and we can also make a multiple effects on the photos. So this slide shows that with the help of a Picasa, we can do a multiple effects on a single photo. Like here, we can also change the color of the photos with the multiple effects. So students, these are the various topics which we covered in our topic, that is the cloud computing.